to go live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, I'm Elizabeth here from Talk with ECM. And actually, I confess, I made 4 bold promises for this session. And this session is all about leadership presence and setting boundaries. 4 bold promises. I promise I will show you how to set confident boundaries with no apologies, 0 apologies. Radiate leadership confidence, navigate awkward moments like a pro. Yes, does that sound good for 2024 or what? Right? And 4, regret-free leadership journey. Let's kick it off in 2024. So, tell me if I see people pulling in. Yeah, arriving. This is the live session. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me who's ready to cut through the stress and anxiety of setting boundaries, because it's not easy, is it? I'm talking about knowing exactly when and how to do it without creating this tidal wave of needless drama, because I've been there, it's ugly, so that you can be seen as a confident leader and not just another brush over. Anyone could say, yeah, she says that, but she'll work on Saturday, or a stressed out noisemaker. We don't want that either. Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah. I'm talking about leading with clarity and focusing on added value and unleashing a tidal wave of influence. So, this positivity is going to radiate out of you and spread to the rest of your team. How awesome is that? It's awesome. You want it. So, pro tip that I mentioned already for the people who were here for the pre live, but also for you, please stick to the end, because I'm giving away 4 scripts and 1 foolproof framework to de escalate even the most intense attacker, someone who comes at you with personal attacks. Why do you always do that? You make stupid decisions. We can de escalate that with awesome, clear leadership presence. Yoo-hoo! So here's where we are. I'm checking to make sure everyone's coming in fine. Michelle's leaving comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, let's talk about that with these tidal waves of influence. It's another big promise, right? Number 5. Where are you? How strong do you feel your leadership presence is, from 1 to 5? And if you're listening on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number. I will come back and see this. From 1 to 5, with 5 being the top, strongest, clearest, bold leader you can be. How strong is your leadership presence right now, today? Go ahead and leave that number in the comments if you're able. And if not, then as Michelle pointed out, can't comment on the phone. You can comment later after the fact, or send me a personal message. I'm flexible like that. And while you're leaving those numbers, while you're considering that, how strong is your leadership presence from 1 to 5? I'm joining you here live from Vienna, Austria. And you might be wondering, who is this person and why should I even listen to her? If we haven't met yet, let me tell you, I'm Elizabeth, and a verbal branding expert, helping you attract attention, wow audiences, and kick imposter syndrome to the curb. Yes. So that you can get to yes. That's what we want, right? And this is absolutely crucial right now. I've noticed, and I mean, just everywhere. I was doing a bit of traveling over the holidays, but also everywhere, it seems like prices are going up. Everyone is asking for more work, less pay. It's like everyone wants free right now. The crunch is on. Yikes. So, from cell phones or in a laptop or a computer, do people use computers anymore? Drop a thumbs up if you're ready to see less stress, more respect in 2024. Show me those thumbs up. I want to see it, so I'm dropping a thumbs up too. Boom, there it was. There it was. And this is exactly why I'm addressing this topic today, so that you can be clear in your positioning, set clear boundaries, and know exactly what to do to stay centered, cool, calm, collected. Even with some like leftover nasty grinchy Grinch who's directly attacking you, who's just like waiting to pounce on you, belittling you, or trying to plow through boundaries that you've already created and clearly communicated. repeatedly. That's what those Grinches do, don't they? They just keep attacking. Arrgh. So give me a thumbs up if you want to be clear, confident leader in 2024. I'm doing it again because I totally want that. I really want that. I want that for me and I want it for you. So today we are kicking off. We're 5 minutes in and we are kicking off with a clear mindset shift. And I'm going to say it slow because it's kind of a big one. If there is a person that triggers you, so I was talking about Grinchy Grinches, yeah? If there's a person at work or someone that you interact with on a daily basis in your professional setting, whatever that may be, on your team, management, below, above, to the side, wherever, if there's a person that triggers you, that brings things up, that gets under your skin, mindset shift, say thank you. Say thank you. Maybe not to them directly, although that would be a bold move, but thank you. This person is helping you become a better leader. What? What, Elizabeth? But Elizabeth, that's crazy talk. Okay, hold on. Let me explain myself. Listen, we all have baggage, right? And I'm not talking about when we're traveling around and the baggage I'm taking on the airplane because we have to pay extra for that. No, I'm talking about baggage. We all have baggage. We have history. We have triggers. And if there's a person that triggers you, that brings things up, I want you to take a moment and be grateful for that. Because this person is highlighting, shining a spotlight on something that you can work on. That you can work on. Now, I'm talking about working on it. This is working on you personally and helping you become a better person, a better leader, a stronger leader. But work on it, please, outside the office, not with them, not the place where you want to show up as a professional. This is not the place for you to do your personal therapy, okay? But it is a place for them to shine a spotlight on you. Like, whoo, that's a light bulb moment. That's a light bulb moment. Being grateful for someone who's triggering me, right? If you agree, show me a light bulb. Are there light bulbs there? Yes, there's a light bulb there. If you agree, drop some light bulbs and let me know that. I see some people joining in now. Glad to have you here. Go ahead and drop a comment if you're able. Or, whoa, things are moving around. My goodness, what's happening? Trying to, a little technical struggle. Let me make sure I'm in the right position with my camera. Welcome. But yeah, if you're able to, there you go. Yeah, we've noticed with using the cell phones, people are not able to comment, but they're able to drop the emojis. There's a few emojis there with a thumbs up, a heart, a light bulb, support, things like that. So please, please show me those interactions so I know you're here and you're listening. Right. So yeah, we all have baggage and yeah, my camera's in the right place. Phew, phew. Good. But if you're on a laptop, go ahead and leave those comments. Let me know. I appreciate the interactivity. And especially if you're listening on the replay, I want to connect with you. You're just as important as those coming here live. Pro tip, if you come live, I open up a few minutes early so we can have more personal interaction and you get my full attention. That's for the future. Right. Yeah. And I'm setting up these live sessions quite often. I see more people join the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I just dropped a huge bomb, had a huge light bulb moment. And that is, there are people that trigger us, right? That's not the light bulb moment. You know that. We all know that. There are people who trigger us, but I want you to be thankful for them because they are shining a light on something that we personally can work on outside the office, outside the setting where we want to show up as a professional. We can work on ourselves, work on those triggers because it's about us. It's about us and helping us show up as a better, stronger, clearer, more confident leader. Right? And conversely, if you are a trigger for someone else, because I've been there too, if you are a trigger for someone else, it is not your job to heal them. Okay? It is not your job to heal them. That is for them to take outside of the workplace and deal with that. We'll talk about how to avoid those situations in a few minutes, but it is not work, and where you show up as a professional is not a place for personal therapy, either for you or for them. That is huge. That is a clear boundary. All right. Yeah, because work is work. Keep it professional and task oriented. Now, I am a huge conversation advocate, 100%, but there are certainly limits and times to set clear boundaries. And today, that's what this is all about. We will talk about exactly how to do that. And look, I know it sounds like a big ask. Being thankful that someone's triggering me? What? Are you crazy, Elizabeth? I know, but listen. I'm going to give you the 3 golden rules so that you can make that shift. Make that mindset shift. And the sooner you do it, the sooner you'll be on your way to a better, bolder, brighter you. And I want that for you in 2024. But first, please tell me, what are your takeaways so far? Is there something you've heard that you don't want to forget? Something that was a bit of a light bulb moment for you? If yes, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Or if you're on the phone, go ahead and drop those light bulb emojis. It's not an emoji. What is that? It's a this guy right here. You drop that. Oops, I hit my microphone. Drop that when you hear something or a heart, and I'll see that and appreciate that from you. So, and as the LinkedIn Live system is set up, while you're dropping some of those, letting me know what your aha moments were, what you heard that you don't want to forget, I'm going to comment a little bit here. For those of you who are here, please try and leave a comment so I can see your name. I can't see your name. I can only see a number of who's here. If you want me to know you're here, go ahead and leave me a comment. If you're driving and you're just listening to the audio, I applaud that. Please don't leave a comment. Do it afterwards. Send me a message. I'd appreciate that because safety first. Safety first. So jumping in, I'm going to deliver. I told you already at the beginning that I had 4 bold promises, and I'm going to turn things upside down today. And I'm going to start with promise number 4. If you are a logical numbers person, your brain will hurt today because I'm jumping all around in order. Apologies. But we're starting with regret-free leadership journey. Isn't January a good time for that? Yeah, because it's all about making decisions with clarity and purpose. And I want to show you how to lead, whether you're leading people, ideas, processes. I got that definition from Michelle. Love that. No matter what kind of leader you purpose to be, this is going to work for you. All right. So I want to show you how to lead without looking back, minimizing regrets, and embracing a forward-focused leadership mindset. That's what we're about today. And right now, I'm going to give you steps 1 through 5. 1 through 5. It's all 5 steps. Are you ready? Don't expect others to change. I'm saying it again. Do not expect others to change. You want to talk about my light bulb moment? There it is. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, I wish I could help others change. Oh, bless my heart, I do. But let me tell you right now, this will not happen. It will not happen. If there's a bully, a narcissist, a person whose go-to is passive aggressive behavior or giving backhanded comments, guess what? Do not expect them to change. If you're jumping on YouTube or training sessions like this one right now to find the exact words or techniques you can use to change other people, let me tell you clearly as I can. This is the 3rd time I'm saying it. That's how passionately I feel about this. It's never going to happen. It will never happen. It's not going to work. I know. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. The only thing that you have control over is you. And the only thing you can change is you. All right. So how do we do that? You want a forward-focused leadership mindset? The answer is yes. If you want that, set clear boundaries. because no one else can do this for you. These are your boundaries. Boundaries about your time, about your effort, about topics, about personal space, about privacy, all of these things, right? These are for you to set. Don't expect your teammates, don't expect your employers, your managers, your parents, your friends, your spouse. No, this is for you. All right. These priorities, these are your values. These are the things that a forward focused leadership mindset, these are the things I want you to define. I'll give you an example. An example that I have an extremely clear boundary regarding photographs of my daughter on social media, specifically on social media. For me, that is an absolute no-go. No matter how much people want to see her, no matter how much people, my best friends or my parents or grandparents, no matter how many extra likes images of children get, because yeah, that would be awesome, getting more attraction, more shares, more on social media, right? That'd be good for my business. No, not going there. That's a hard no for me. So once you have an example or an idea in your head of a clear boundary that you have, the best way to make and maintain these boundaries is improving your communication skills. Okay, that is the key, improving your communication skills. And the sooner you can jump into this exact mindset shift, the sooner you'll be enjoying the life and the work you love. So if you can do it quickly, if you're already there, awesome. 2024 is going to be great for us. If not, let me help you, okay? Because I want this for you. If this is what you want in 2024, drop a comment now or after the show with the words bold leadership presence. Bold leadership presence, right? This is a commitment to you, a commitment to you for a better and brighter 2024. It's about setting clear boundaries, maintaining them, and communicating them as an expert communicator. I want that for you. All right. If you want that for you, you can give the green clappy hands on your phone. You can leave the comment, bold leadership presence. I'm watching the live feed so I can see those. And I will go back if you're leaving a comment on the replay. Also, fine, or send me a personal message. As you're leaving a bold leadership presence, go ahead and make that commitment. Make that commitment to yourself. I think you need it, whether you're a leader of people, teams, ideas, processes, or just yourself. Make that commitment. Bold leadership presence. Ting. Right? Right. I want that for you. All right, let's get back to my promises. I made 4 bold promises. Let's get some traction with this. I made a promise about confident boundaries with no apologies. No apologies. Be clear about who you are, your vision of yourself, and do not get sidetracked. But how? Elizabeth, how? I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to make it super simple right now because we're 19 minutes into the session. And to do this, I want you to be able to answer these 3 questions at all times. 3 simple questions that you should be able to answer at all times. And let me tell you, most people can't do this. So if you practice and build up this muscle of answering these 3 questions, you'll be light years ahead of others. Are you ready? 3 simple questions. Who are you? Why are you here? What do you want? Who are you? Why are you here? And what do you want? And yes, I've answered these 3 questions for myself for this session. You can do it at a micro level. You can also do it macro level. Like, why am I on this earth? Okay, that's pretty big philosophical stuff, but I encourage you to do it, right? So that's the first piece, the first piece of this promise of setting confident boundaries with no apologies. If you could be clear about those 3 questions, it's going to be much easier for you to set, maintain, and respect those boundaries, because otherwise they'll be in conflict for the answers for those 3 questions. The second thing, and this is where I can really help you out, is to limit your exposure to tricky people. Tricky people, that's kind of a generic phrase I'm going to use right now for all of those nagging Nellies, overbearing Barrys, and again, sorry if those are your names, but these people gaslighting Garys, like narcissists. So let's talk about it. What do tricky people do? What are their go-to tactics that work? I wish they didn't work, but they do. They often divide and conquer. So they divide people, they get you alone without others around and communicate to you in a way that they would never communicate to you in a group setting. That is one of their go-to tactics and skills, and it works. So I'm going to talk to you about an easy way to avoid that. It's a simple phrase. I don't feel comfortable with. All right? I don't feel comfortable being alone with people. I don't feel comfortable with gossip. I don't feel comfortable with this topic. Fill in the blank. I don't feel comfortable with. Okay. Whatever it is, fill it in. And then they're going to attack that. I promise you, they will attack it, unfortunately, but no problem. I'll give you an example of how to deal with that. Let's take the one alone. I don't feel comfortable being alone with people. And they might say, hey, what do you mean you don't feel comfortable being alone with people? I saw you were alone with Janet a few seconds ago. You two were just talking, just the two of you. Okay, that's fine. I just repeated again. Yes, or that may be, but I don't feel comfortable being alone with people. Just because it happened once doesn't mean it has to happen over and over and over again, right? So even if they try and sidetrack me and get me confused, stick to the commitment. I don't feel comfortable being alone with people. There's no reason for me to get sidetracked from that. And they might come at me with, yeah, okay, fine, but I really need to talk to you alone about this. That's a red flag. And so I will repeat again, that may be, but I don't feel comfortable being alone with people. Let's bring it up in the meeting. Right? And if it's something that is important that they do need to talk to me about, that I actually have value in hearing, then it will come up in the meeting. Another thing that tricky people like to do is looking for free time. Before I talk about that, drop a comment or emoji if that's happened to you. If that's happened to you. Yeah, have you felt people try and sidetrack you, get you alone, and then especially gaslighters, right? And they say, well, everybody says this. Everybody says that you are annoying. Everybody says that you talk too much in meetings. Yeah, if they say that in a meeting, then people will look and say, huh? What? No, we don't. Right? So they want to talk to you alone. That's their go-to tactic. Moving on. If that's happened to you, go ahead and leave a comment or send me a message. And another thing that tricky people like to do is they're looking for your free time, especially now. Especially now. You want more respect, right? Less stress, more respect. We're not giving away free time. Not giving away free time. People will say, like, oh, can I talk to you a minute? Can I talk to you privately for a minute? That's a big red flag. If I have free time, I'm at home. If I have free time, I'm at home. I'm with my family, but I'm here at work. So that means I don't have free time. Listen, if it's about this project, this task, this topic that we're working on together, yes, I can spare a minute with you, but otherwise, no, I don't have free time. So if it's about gossip, if it's about gaslighting, if it's about attacking me as a person, I wouldn't say this, but this is the hidden script here that they will hear. If it's about all these other things, I'm a professional, I'm a leader, I'm a confident leader, and I don't have time for that. I don't. All right, moving on. What are your light bulb moments? What are your aha moments? Is there something you heard that you don't want to forget? Was one of those little topics triggering for you? Is that something where you said, yes, I know that? Let me know. let me know in the comments or in a personal message. Just a few minutes here and we are moving on. Now I have 2 more promises. Navigating awkward moments like a pro, and the other one is radiating leadership presence. All right, let's get through these. So, navigating awkward comments like a pro. When you're attacked, please do not defend yourself. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to radiate leadership presence, to radiate your confidence, right? It may feel lame, annoying, a roadblock, but honestly, these attacks are an opportunity. They are here to serve you. Every conversation, every person, every interaction is an opportunity for you to shine. It's an opportunity for you to make a connection. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Is that looking good? And every live session is an opportunity for me to get my camera and tech stuff right. For example, right? All right. So it's for you. Okay. Think about something, because this is about confidence, right? Think about something that you're super confident about. For me, it's speaking English, my mother's love. I'm not going to defend either of those things. If someone's like, oh, your English is weird, I'm not going to defend that. Or your mom doesn't love you, I'll be like, have you met my mother? Like, yeah, it's not going to defend it. It's not an area where I do not feel confident, right? So I feel super confident about these things. And yet there are many areas where I do not feel confident. We all do. We all have these areas. So let's take one of these, perhaps a recent decision I made. Okay. And someone says, oh, that was dumb. Why did you do that? How could you? Perhaps another time I don't feel so confident is when I make a cultural misstep, either in a different country or even in microcultures like HR versus marketing versus engineering teams, for example. Like, yeah, lots of areas where I don't feel super confident. So let's say I made a mistake. Or I didn't make a mistake. It doesn't matter. Here is a lovely format I got from, it's based off of something I heard from Dan O'Connor, who has some wonderful, wonderful formats and frameworks for communication. And I call it, it's inspired from him, a little different, but I call it the EVA framework. EVA, EVA, like the woman's name. And this is E. What I'm going to do when I'm being attacked is express myself. It might be surprise, wonder, confusion, whatever I'm feeling at that moment. V, I'm going to validate what the person says. And A, I'm going to ask. I'm going to seek to understand their position before defending myself, which I don't want to do, before seeking to have them understand my position. So seek to understand them. This is true leadership here. I am confident in where I stand, seeking to understand them. So let me give you an example. So let's say Eva, for example, is attacking me. She's attacking me. She says, oh my God, you took credit for what I did. How could you do that? Why are you always taking credit for the work I do? Whoa, Eva. So E, express. I'm surprised you feel this way. Phew, validate. I can understand how you would feel upset if you thought I was taking credit for your work or somehow downplaying your contribution. So, A, ask. So please sit down. Tell me exactly what it is I'm doing or have done that's causing you to feel this way. Ask. I'm seeking to understand her position. I'm not defending myself. I've said nothing about my actions, right? All about her, right? The EVA framework. Eva, depending on your pronunciation, to de-escalate, situations. Whoo! Is that a light bulb moment for you? So we are nearly at the end of their session, but first, what are your takeaways so far? Any aha moments, light bulbs? What have you heard that you don't want to forget? Okay. And as I promised from the very beginning, I'm going to give you 4 scripts. I gave you a few earlier, but 4 additional scripts. The exact scripts not strips, the exact scripts you can use to stand out as a clear and confident leader, as well as that EVA framework I just gave you to de-escalate even the most intense attacker. I promise it'll work. Try it for the next time someone attacks you. All right. So we just have a few minutes left, and I'm delivering on my final promise, which is to radiate leadership confidence and end unproductive conversations, because this is key. If you're stuck in a conversation that's going nowhere and fast, don't stay there. Don't stay there. This is not serving you or the other person. It's not helping you. It's not helping them. It's going in a downward spiral. So I'm going to give you 4 scripts you can use, and they're each a little bit different. So I'll let you listen to them and decide which is the best for you. And of course, as always, if you're listening and you're just listening to the audio, or you're catching this on the replay and you want the notes, just send me a comment that you want the notes for this session, leadership presence and setting boundaries, and I'll send you those notes with joy, with joy. All right. So 4 scripts for ending unproductive conversations. I'm a conversation advocate, but there are limits. There are limits. So number 1, this is the bold response. The very bold response. Are you ready? I have nothing positive to contribute to this conversation, so I'm going to end it. Walk away. You can also use this with nagging aunties at family events, if you have one. Number 2. Now, this one I will admit is a bit snarky. It's a bit snarky. So this might be for you, or it might not. A bit snarky. I can see that this conversation is going nowhere, so I will. Okay, that one's a bit snarky. If you feel that, take it, use it. If not, I got something else for you. Number 3 is a bit softer. This script is a bit softer. I believe that I understand your position and you understand mine. All right. I understand your perspective and you understand mine. And as we don't agree, I have nothing more to add. And so I'm going to end this conversation here. And then it's a lot softer, so it doesn't mean I'm walking away. And then we can move on to a different topic if we still want to maintain that relationship, or I can walk away and move on to a different person, a different conversation, a different room, a different building, a different city, as you wish. So that's a bit softer. Number 4. Now, this is if it's an unproductive conversation, but it's not intense at all. Maybe it's a kind of the person just keeps talking and talking and talking. This happened to me yesterday. And, she was really nice. It was the first time I met her. She was kind. She was saying nice words. It wasn't stressed or tension in any way, shape, or form, but she was on this cyclical pathway of kind of repeating the same information over and over and over using different words. And I just thought, time to end this unproductive conversation. I'm not getting new information. She's not getting new information. So this is a perfect situation for that, because clear endings are always a wise choice. Clear endings are always a wise choice for bold leaders, which we want to be, good communicators, which we want to be in 2024. So if it's not intense and the conversation's winding down to a close, but you're not sure how to end it, or maybe time's finished, you're at a conference and you have to move on to the next session, or actually, I use this all the time, especially on the phone. I want to end the conversation. And when it's, easy way to end a conversation is to ask a short, quick question about future plans. Any new projects for quarter 1? Any holiday plans? Have some weekend plans, depending on your level of personal contact with the person, or are you going to another session later in this conference? Or what's your next session? Anything about the future, any future plans, ask a quick question, listen to their response, and then wish them well with those plans. Wow, sounds like a great project. I wish you a lot of luck with that. See you. Or now I'm off to my next session. Wow, that sounds like an interesting session. I'm going to a different one. It's called XYZ, whatever it's about, and then you go. Easy, simple, wish them luck, creates a positive, clear ending for both of you, and then you can move on, right? So this is good, especially on the phone. So there you have it. One bold mindset shift. Boom. 3 golden rules, the foolproof Ava framework. Sorry if your name's Ava. And 4 scripts to end unproductive conversations with leadership presence so that you can sound like a communication expert. Super, 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 super. All right. Do you like it? Do you love it? Are you having light bulb moments? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, in a private message. And hey, make sure we're connected on LinkedIn. That's important. Click that bell icon so that you'll be notified whenever I'm posting something new, something that you're interested, something you want to hear and will benefit from. And also for those scripts that I shared, leave a comment, send me a private message with the words bold leadership presence, and I'll make sure you get a link for those notes and you have all the information from this session. Again, I'm Elizabeth Miller coming to you live from Vienna, Austria, Talk with ECM, helping you build strong, bold leadership presence for 2024 by setting and maintaining clear boundaries without the tidal wave of drama. No apologies. Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful January and start to 2024. Let's connect and keep this conversation going.